Hi, welcome to Home with NJ. My name is Nicole, and this is my channel. Today, I decided to talk about what my hair looks like after chemo. Currently, I'm 9 months out from my chemotherapy where I lost all of my hair. Before this, I had really long straight hair, so I'm trying to figure out, like most of us are, what to do with this growing mop that maybe we're not used to. As you can see, the first thing I do is brush it out. I have this great fine tooth comb, which you'll see why I love this in a minute. But the first thing I do is put in jojoba oil. The jojoba oil is natural. I don't put a lot in. As you can see, I squirted just a little bit into the palm of my hand. I kind of rub it around and put it into the curls. Now, this is literally the only product I'm putting in because I'm trying to keep it as natural as possible, like many of us are after having chemo and cancer treatment. I go underneath, try to get all the curls. This helps it from getting frizzy. And then I go back into the top and I start straightening it. I'm doing this for the illusion of making the front look longer and that it goes all the way down. So this hair wax absolutely helps create that by kind of putting it down. It gives the illusion that all my hair is longer than it is, which you'll see in a second. And I love this because it keeps helps with the hairs. Even when they were very short, this wax helped. These clips are supposed to be creaseless clips. So when I'm first trying to train my hair, and the shorter it was, it worked even better, was I would train it by putting these clips in right at the edge so they wouldn't curl up and letting it air dry while I got ready. So as you can see, I kind of put it where like the one first line drops, and therefore I don't get a curl. Another thing I started using a lot of were bobby pins. I love these for the front of my hair if I'm not using a headband or anything like that, because as many of you know, we don't have long enough hair for a while to put in a ponytail. So I'm always trying to figure out ways to get my hair to look like it's a bit longer than it is. And it does give the impression that it's longer, but it's not going to fit back. So what I'll do is I'll pull it tight and then I'll put a clip in right there, giving myself a little bit of an appearance of style instead of just like a curly mop. Now, I didn't really plan on wearing the creaseless clip today. I'm going to be doing bobby pins and dressing it up. The bobby pins I showed you before are gold in color. And one of the ways in which I put them in, obviously I use them on teeth, but I put it in where the ridged side is underneath and then the flat side is what shows. And this absolutely creates like a nice hold for the day between the hair wax and the bobby pins. I'm able to hold my hair back a little bit and have it be styled. Now, if anybody was having these problems where you did not know what to do, there's not much as far as websites or information on how to style your hair. The next thing I'm putting in is like a root touch-up powder because I do dye my hair, which I'm going to go over the brand I use in a little bit, but I want to have a little bit of an extension between my dyes. And I don't know if everybody has this. It might have been that I always dye my hair, so I'm not sure if I always had this, but your hair also oftentimes comes in gray. So you want to make sure that you have to dye it if you choose to. And I wanted to make sure that the color looked as good as I can. So, another thing I really like using are these hard headbands. And the reason why is because they kind of pull the hair back. You could pull all of your hair back, but I found that it really highlighted my grays. And when I wear my hair to the side like that, it doesn't. Another popular thing for me were silk scarves if I wanted to give it a little bit of pop of color or design. And I do my hair first, and then I'll just wrap it around and tie it to the side. The reason why I like this is, I don't know, it gives me this impression that I have hair a little bit, but it also has like a little bit of a classy design, and it looks really nice with outfits. I found that the silk scarves or satin scarves or whatever this is did not work in any other way but as a headband for me. When I tried to wear it on my head different ways, it would just slide off. These soft headbands with a faux knot also work really well. They're comfortable, they don't bother your head, and there's a chunk. So they're thick enough where there's kind of like a block of color for your hair. You can cover your ears and cover your hairline if you're kind of hiding grays, which at some points I am. Or you can use it like this where you have a little hair splaying over it, but it gives you a little height in the back and a little pop of color. So I like that set. These cotton handkerchiefs are the best ones for like when your hair is very short and maybe you want to wear it the way I did. So I tied it in the back, had the little triangle kind of flap in the back, and it covered my very light hair. Now I still use these, and what I do is I fold them up, put that little point in the middle, and then I'll put it underneath and tie it. This gives me some cute dimension, and when you see the way it bows at the top, you'll see why I really like it so much. So this is something I also do for my hair, and I was able to use it at different points within my chemotherapy or my hair growth from chemotherapy timeline. Another styling item that I used was this little straightener. It was 0.5 inch because my regular straightener was just too big for the short hairs or the tiny hairs as they were growing in. So this helped me kind of tame the curls, especially in the front of my head, because the hair was too tiny. So I absolutely adored this, and I think it was a great purchase. Next up is going to be things that I used to help grow my hair. So the first one is Nutrafol. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's pretty popular. My doctor had me do it. She suggested it, and it's you take 4 pills. I will take this for about a year. You take 4 pills, and I absolutely love it. The next thing I'm going to talk about is hair dye because my hair came in completely gray. If you have that problem, I would suggest Herbitint. It's gentle on the hair. It's something I can do at home, and I'm able to get 2 uses out of each box, which I absolutely love. That is pretty much everything that I've done for my hair so far. I really hope that this was a helpful video for you and that you got some sort of inspiration or ideas because I really do understand the struggle. It's a pain to try to get everything. Again, if you need anything, I will have the description box with links below. Thanks so much for your time. Have a great day. Bye.